In just 7 days, she transformed public humiliation into a triumph no one expected. You are about to discover the secret behind the most incredible revenge that has ever gone viral on the internet. Get ready, because 99% of people would never imagine this was possible. I'm going to show you how a simple woman, discredited by everyone, used 3 secret psychological tactics to turn the tables. You'll see the exact moment the arrogant neighbor realized everything was lost, and most importantly, I'll reveal the master plan she executed, step by step. Stay until the end, because the final secret is so shocking it will change the way you see justice. It all started with a small disagreement about the fence. But what seemed like a common neighborly dispute escalated into orchestrated public humiliation. He ridiculed her in front of everyone, spread lies, and made her feel like the most insignificant person in the world. What he didn't know was that he was planting the seeds of his own ruin. The pain was palpable. She felt cornered, with no way out. But it was at this point of despair that something incredible happened. She decided she would no longer be a victim. She would be the architect of her own justice. Imagine the scene: a woman, alone, against an influential and unscrupulous neighbor. It seemed like a lost battle. But she had a secret weapon: intelligence. Instead of retaliating with anger, she studied. She studied the HOA rules, she studied his behavior, and most importantly, she studied human psychology. She discovered that his greatest weakness was his own arrogance. She spent sleepless nights, not crying, but planning. Every detail was meticulously calculated. Every step, a chess move. She knew that revenge was not a dish best served cold, but a dish served with surgical precision. The first tactic was that of strategic invisibility. She stopped reacting, stopped arguing. He expected a confrontation, but found silence. This destabilized him. He didn't understand what was happening, and curiosity began to gnaw at him. This is shocking, because most people would fall into the trap of direct confrontation. The second tactic was that of relentless documentation. Every move he made, every infraction, every word spoken in public was recorded. Photos, videos, testimonies. She built a dossier so complete it would make any lawyer tremble. She knew that truth, by itself, was not enough. It was necessary to prove the truth. And she proved it, with details that no one could refute. And the third tactic, the most brilliant of all, was that of the legal, secret weapon. She discovered a loophole in the HOA regulations that he himself had helped create. A loophole that, if activated, would hit him directly where it hurt most: his wallet and his reputation. This information is so valuable that 97% of people would never find it. She used his own weapon against him. But that's nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. You must be wondering, how did she do it? How did an ordinary person, with no apparent resources, manage to dismantle such a powerful neighbor? The answer lies in impeccable execution. She didn't act on impulse. She waited for the right moment, the moment when he would be most vulnerable, most confident in his impunity. The first step was a formal notification sent by a lawyer. Not a threat, but a warning. A warning that contained all the evidence she had collected. He laughed. He thought it was a bluff. Big mistake. The second step was the convocation of an extraordinary HOA meeting. Not to discuss, but to present the evidence. She didn't need to say much. The facts spoke for themselves. And the third step, the final blow, was the activation of that legal loophole. a clause that required an exorbitant fine for each documented infraction. And he had dozens. That day, his arrogant smile disappeared. Confidence turned into despair. He realized he wasn't dealing with just any neighbor, but with someone who had planned every move with calculating coldness. But what happened after that meeting? What led him to the point of no return? The answer will surprise you, and that's exactly what I'm going to reveal next. That silence in the room, it was deafening. He tried to argue, but the evidence was irrefutable. With each piece of evidence, a piece of his arrogance crumbled. He was trapped. No way out. The trap he himself had set now swallowed him. The scarcity of information on how to deal with toxic neighbors is real. But she found the way. The urgency to act before the situation became unsustainable propelled her. The authority of the HOA rules was her greatest ally. The social proof of other neighbors who witnessed the humiliation validated her cause. The fear of losing everything he had built made him give in. And reciprocity? She gave him exactly what he deserved. Now, I'm going to tell you something I've never revealed before. The final blow wasn't the fine. It wasn't the public humiliation. It was the revelation that she had recorded everything. Every threat, every insult, every lie. And these recordings, which he swore didn't exist, were delivered to the HOA administration and, later, to justice. Not only did he have to pay the fine, but he also faced a defamation lawsuit. The man who humiliated her was publicly and financially humiliated. And the best part? She did it all without raising her voice, without losing her composure. Just with intelligence and strategy. If this video changed your perspective on how to deal with injustices, leave a like now. If you want more content like this, that gives you the power to turn the tables, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Comment below what was your biggest discovery in this script. And share with someone who needs to see this story of overcoming and strategy. Remember, true revenge is living well, and with intelligence, you can overcome any obstacle. Every 30 to 45 seconds, we plant a new question or mystery. How did she get the recordings? What was the exact legal loophole? What happened to him after the lawsuit? We always keep 2 to 3 loose ends that will be resolved, but which create the need to keep watching. We alternate between calm explanations about the strategy and high-energy moments with revelations. We use short, impactful phrases like "a big mistake" and "no way out," and then elaborate in long, engaging paragraphs that pull the viewer into the narrative like a hypnotic whirlpool. We vary the tone, intimate whispers for secret revelations, emotional shouts for turning points, and calculated revelations for the climax. How a common person, a woman who just wanted peace in her home, achieved an incredible result, dismantling the reputation and wallet of an abusive neighbor in a specific time, just a few weeks of meticulous planning, using a simple method, intelligence and the law, that authority, the arrogant neighbor himself and the HOA administration, didn't want you to know. This is the story of how justice, when well orchestrated, can be the sweetest revenge. After years studying the complexities of human relationships and bureaucratic loopholes, I discovered that the common belief that direct confrontation is the only solution for neighbor conflicts is completely wrong. The truth will shock you: silent strategy and relentless documentation are the most powerful weapons. This is the revelation that 97% of people will never tell you. Terrible situation, public humiliation and a feeling of powerlessness led to a discovery: the strength of strategy and the law, resulting in an incredible result. The aggressor's downfall and the restoration of dignity. I'm going to show you exactly how to make the same transformation in your life, using the principles she applied. Attention, use responsibly. This script is a weapon of mass destruction for algorithms. Get ready for absolute viral. This content was developed by growth hacking and digital consumer psychology specialists to ensure maximum impact. And remember, true victory is not just about what you do, but how you do it. Intelligence and strategy are your greatest allies. Until the next shocking revelation.